Hello, friends. It's Chris Angel coming at you, and it is another episode of Marketing for the Rest of Us. Man, can you believe this? We are crushing it. We just keep going. It's like episode 186. Can you believe that? So, I'm in the middle of, we just finished our 6-week program called the Groundswell Method Intensive. And we had a previous program before that had ended. And one of the observations I have noticed is that some people who graduated are kind of quiet, right? Like they're not, I don't know how consistent they're being. And if you are a graduate and you're watching this, I'm speaking to you. So, I mean, it's common, right, in humanity to show up for something, be excited about it, do it for a while, and then stop. And that's just part of it. But listen, I've said this so many times, consistency is where it's at. Like, you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. It's not enough to show up now for a day, a week, 6 weeks, even 6 months, and then go quiet. There has to be consistency to what it is you're doing in your marketing if you want to grow, okay? Not only to grow your business, but if you want to grow, like we've said this before also, but marketing is a spiritual practice. And the more that you commit to the process of your marketing, of your content, the more you uncover about your life. But without a structure, it's easy to just get distracted by life. Life is busy. There's lots to consider. There's lots to do. And so when it's a new skill, when it's a new habit, it's easy to let it go and go back to old patterns. So enter the conversation of accountability. I always hated this word accountability because it felt like a bully. It felt bullyish, right? Somebody's going to hold me accountable, hold me to it. And it also felt like in many ways it was giving away my power. It's common to say, well, will you hold me accountable? Right? As if somebody else could hold me accountable. As if somebody else could hold you accountable. It doesn't work that way. Nobody is responsible for you. Nobody's responsible for your actions and you showing up. It's better to just have responsibility, take responsibility. I will show up. And knowing that it's hard sometimes for me to show up, what are some ways that I could create structure around my life to make sure that I show up for the things that I say I want? That, gang, is accountability, okay? So I want to give you a different angle on accountability for the rest of us, right? For those that like to be held accountable, for those that like a drill sergeant yelling at them and screaming at them to do stuff so that they do it. That's not this. That's not us. We're not doing it that way. Here's what I've noticed about business owners and entrepreneurs. We have put our heart and soul into our business. We have taken huge risks and put our life on the line, so to speak, at least our livelihood on the line, to go into business for ourselves. You don't have to tell me to want it. You don't have to tell me to want it. I want it bad. I want it bad. And I've put everything I have on the line for that, for the it that I want, right? And so have you. There's this thing, I think, in old school accountability that's kind of like making people show up. But I want to show up I want the things that I want in life. And so I think, here's the reframe on accountability, right? I think that accountability for the rest of us looks more like collaboration. I think, here's what I've noticed about myself. When I have other people who are in the trenches with me, who are pursuing their goals while I'm pursuing my goals, and we're able to have a dialogue, we're able to meet together, we're able to share together, that type of synergy and collaboration is all the accountability I need. I don't need somebody to hold me to it. I just want to have community and camaraderie around me while I pursue what it is that I really want. Like I said before, I've already as a business owner, I've already put all I have on the line. I already want it. So it's not a matter of desire. It's simply a matter of community and structure and camaraderie. So for the rest of us, I think we're wired for relationship. And when we try to pursue our goals on our own, we're left with the quiet the quietness that allows us to drop our goals or to get off course. But when we have others who are fired up about their goals and we're fired up about our goals, it creates a dynamic that helps me, at least, helps me keep showing up. This is why, for example, in our group programs, right, our Groundswell Method Intensive, it's a 6-week program. And during those 6 weeks, what's interesting is people show up like they've never shown up before. Why? Well, part of it's because they're excited and inspired by what it is we're teaching. But there's another piece that's in the background, and that is community. There are other people engaged in the same thing, and that's how people can be accountable to show up consistently for their marketing. There's nobody doing it to them. There's nobody holding them accountable. It's just that the shared experience creates an environment for people to be accountable, to account for the things they said they would do, right? The marketing they signed up for. So here's how I'm going to leave this for you. I do think that accountability is important. I just don't like the old school way we think of it. So if you have had moments in life where you've been inspired and then you fell off, and you were inspired and then you fell off, you got off course, consider that what is missing for you is not information. What's missing for you is community. What's missing for you is community. And in the right community, with the right people, you would keep showing up. Right? So, that's it. Just consider that accountability for the rest of us is about community. And when we have community, we show up. This is why I created the Groundswell Method Intensive as a cohort, right? You go through it with other people. So, if you're interested in having a community of people who are in the process of and committed to creating authentic marketing that leaves the world better than they found it, I would invite you to join this tribe by going through the Groundswell Method Intensive. It all starts there. Like everything that happens in Groundswell starts there. It starts in the 6-week intensive because that is the shared experience. That's the common language we all share. Once from there, we can continue on in community, but it all starts with those first 6 weeks. And if you'd like to learn more about what those 6 weeks entail, I have a free course called Marketing for the Rest of Us, the course. It's 5 videos, just over 90 minutes, and you can start that course tonight and be done with it tonight at groundswellmethod.com. On the last page of that course is an application you can apply for our next program, which at the time of this recording is coming up November 4th. It's November 4th, right? That's coming up soon. So if you are interested in this type of community and this approach to marketing, then I encourage you to go to groundswellmethod.com, take the free course, and within 90 minutes, you can get to the last page and apply for the next 6-week intensive program. Listen, gang, it is absolutely imperative that you find community so that you can be accountable, so you can account for the difference you're here to make in the world. And when you're not consistent, you're just not making that difference. You're not making that impact. You're delaying your impact. So get into community, be consistent, and I will see you tomorrow for another episode of Marketing for the Rest of Us. Good night.